first ban. Okay, who's going to be the first ban? First ban is going to be Death Prophet. Big surprise. No, not a big surprise. And I'm calling Faceless Void going to be the first ban on the Radiant team. Who would like to bet me? Nobody, because you know I'm going to be right. It's going to be Faceless Void. Although it's leader, so he doesn't play captain as often. So we could see a switch up here. Necrophos. Okay. We do see the Necrophos avoided by Team Snowballers quite often. Okay, Faceless Void going to be the second ban from Bodacious Bootylicious Mamas. Okay, second ban going to be Razor on the Radiant team. Who do we got on each team? On Bodacious Bootylicious Mamas, we have Timble2 at P2Z Dota, Stanin KS Absolutely, Dark Knight, and Kyoto. And on the Radiant team, we have SB Leader, Mogul Can't Touch This, Carry Me Please, YKK, and a new player. Actually, I'm not sure if we've seen him before on the stream. Inureka. Great to have you. Okay, Skywrath Mage is going to be picked up as the first support on the Dire team. And Radiant going to be picking up the Centaur Warrunner, most likely going to be seeing him offlane as well. Abaddon going to be picked as a support. Most likely going to be playing safe lane. Abaddon can, of course, offlane too, but with the Centaur Warrunner, I think, based on the players that we see right now on the Radiant team, they tend to be more comfortable having the Centaur Warrunner playing the offlane position. Vengeful Spirit going to be the second support pickup on the Dire. This could be an aggressive tri-lane. I really would like to see the aggressive tri-lane actually from the Dire. The Centaur Warrunner, last game I just want to mention, I think that while we saw him have kind of an easy time, things could have been a lot more difficult to him if the Omni Knight had focused on leveling up Purification and Degen Aura, offering some slow and some extra opportunity for the Ice Baths from the Jakiro to be landed. They could have really got him with that Lycan. Could have looked quite a bit different in lane. Okay, so Ogre Magi is going to be banned. Man, do I ever like playing Ogre Magi, I just have to mention. Absolutely love him. Silencer as well going to be picked up on the Dire. The Radiant team going to be banning out the Viper as well as the Undying. Bristleback can be picked up on the Radiant. So wow, so much tank between the Centaur, Abaddon, and the Bristle right now on the Radiant. So Abaddon and Bristleback together are going to be able to be very aggressive under the towers early. And are we going to be seeing some aggressive tower play from them? We'll have to see. Magnus going to be the third pickup on the Dire. And Slardar going to be picked up on the Radiant team. Okay, so with this Sven, they do have, in my opinion, a very aggressive tri-lane opportunity here. Now, Radiant is very tanky, but considering it would be the beginning of the game, you know, for instance, Bristleback on his own is going to, I mean, he's not going to be that tanky without the levels of, extra levels of Bristleback, so Sven, Vengeful Spirit, and Skywrath Mage could be very deadly to them. Now, is Magnus going to be going mid? Or is he going to be playing the offlane position? We'll have to see. In my opinion, it could work against the Centaur Warrunner. Centaur Warrunner most likely going to be picking up a ring of health if going head to head with the Magnus. Oh, there we go. So no, it's not going to be the Magnus offlane. It's going to be the Darkseer. Wow, I really like that Darkseer combination with this Sven. They're going to be facing the Pudge. Pudge is going to be going mid against Magnus. So Darkseer opening up with a Vacuum and then followed up with a Sven, either a Sven Stormhammer or a Magnus RP. Oh my goodness, you guys. Look at this. Skywrath Mage, Sven. Oh man, the Mystic Flares are going to be pretty unreal during this game, I feel. Pretty unreal indeed. Wow. Oh, that's going to be so interesting to see. Wow. Well, let's see who is going to be on what hero. It is going to be Timble2 on the Sven. Most likely going... Is it going to be an aggressive lane? Well, we'll have to see. We'll start with the Radiant team. Pudge is going to be played by Karami Please, also known as Asian Character Man. SB Leader on the Slardar. YKK on the Bristleback. Abaddon. And Abaddon played by Inu Rekka, a new player on this stream. Good to have you. And Mogul going to be played by... Or Centaur Warrunner, rather, going to be played by Mogul. Going off lane a second game in a row. Definitely worked for him last time. Haven't seen too much Pudge play coming up from Karami Please lately, so it's going to be good to see that. And it looks like some bantering coming between Kyoto and Pudge mid, and they go at it. No, he's going to back off, wait for those creeps. Standing absolutely going to be defending that top rune to start off. And P2Z Dota taking the off lane position. Going to be guarding the rune. P2Z Dota has not leveled up anything yet. Ooh, Inu Rekka does manage to see him though. There we go. He's going to go defensive and just use his speed advantage. Abaddon using Apothic Shield. And who's going to get it? Oh, Abaddon still gets it. And they're just going to walk back to their lane. So, no, it is not going to be an aggressive tri-lane bottom. They're just going to be doing a regular laning. Dark Knight holding on to regen rune here. So Magnus could potentially Shockwave, go pick up the rune. Do it all again. There we go. So he's going to be aggressive. While Vengeful Spirit has pointed out what's going on. Oh, it just picks it up. Never mind. Okay, they have an opportunity to get a kill here early on. Are they gonna make this happen? Well, Dark Knight doing hopefully what he needs to do. Oh my goodness. What is with this ward? Oh my goodness, guys. I think he blocked his own camp. That's going to make it so difficult for them to get the stomp on this stomper. Mogul. Hey, Paul Woida, you're welcome that you're the special guest. Dota 5v5 with special guest Paul Woida. Good to have you, Paul. Thanks for hanging around, my friend. Okay, bottom. How we doing, P2Z? P2Z has leveled up. His Surge is going to get stomped, but I don't think they're going to be able to finish him off here. YKK going for Quill Spray instead of Slow. Would have been quite dangerous to dive that tower so early on. Anyhow, because YKK does not have any levels in Bristleback. They also have an Abandon pretty far away, so they wouldn't have the benefit of the Apothic Shield. Let's take a look mid. How are things going? Pudge right now coming on top with 9 last hits and 3 denies. So Kyoto wanting to bait out the Pudge, but you know what? Pudge is beating him right now. Kyoto only with 3 last hits at the moment, 1 deny. And his farm is not ahead. Pudge going for 2 levels in hook. Standard practice. Maxing it out as fast as possible. Abaddon going to be picking up the Invis rune, and the question is whether or not he's going to be successful in getting the kill on Kyoto. Is he going to go aggressive with it? We'll have to see. I think he's hoping that Pudge could be aggressive. Are they going to go for it? No, not necessarily going to let him push up. So let's take a look here. Oh my goodness. This is so frustrating for the Radiant team, for the Dire team rather. No, it's not. Guys, I made a big mistake here. So this ward is the Dire team, not the Radiant team. Oh my goodness. I thought that was the Dire team, but I switched up who was who. And I have a tendency to do that with wards. Okay, are they going to be successful in finishing off the Mogul here with this high damage output lane? Certainly not when it's pushed up like this. Mogul just going to run back to the safety of his tower. So, oh, look how far Leader is able to get behind him. Gets a nice stomp off, and Slithering Crush is going to keep him in place. P2Z Dota going to use Ion Shell, though. Going to walk back in, and Leader not wanting to deal with that. Level 2 Ion Shell now also picking up his speed, so wanting to have a balance there between some damage output versus melee, and also escape in case he needs it. Pudge getting a little low there, doesn't have any bottle charges at the moment, but will be picking up the top bounty rune, so we'll replenish his bottle. And doing a great job against Magnus mid. Right now, Magnus does not have, does have the advantage of XP, but does not have the advantage of farm. Now Magnus possibly going bottom. P2Z Dota. There's the slows coming out from YKK. Inureka, I think, was thinking of diving him. Where's the Apothic Shield? Is he going to just dive under the tower? He does have the Apothic Shield up, so could have worked. Doesn't go on it, though. Instead, just backs up. It's possible they could have got the kill on them there. Well, let's take a look top. Standing absolutely, continuing to harass with Arcane Bolt on Mogul. There's the Stormhammer. Where's going to be the follow-up? There we go. Are they going to be able to get behind him? No, the hoof stomp might be too much. Mogul can't touch this. Getting really low. There's going to be First Blood. And absolutely going to be picking up the farm from the First Blood. And that's going to allow him to upgrade the Courier. Is he going to upgrade the Courier? Okay, look at the rotation here. Radiant possibly could have got P2Z Dota there, but P2Z Dota using his speed to get away. Wasn't going to allow SB Leader to get behind him with another Slithering Crush. Here's the rotation from Pudge. Pudge is going to get stunned from a nice magic missile from Dark Knight, but the Rot doing so much damage, and they're going to tank him here. Timble and Dark Knight getting so low. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Pudge was able to finish both the Sven and the Vengeful Spirit committing suicide after all. And I think Kyoto is stunned. He's saying, what just happened, guys? What the heck was that? Oh my goodness. That's actually, I'm really not sure if that was worth it or not. It's really hard to tell if that was worth it. But in either case, it did happen. The Pudge will fall. But the Sven losing his farm is also very important. So bottom here's P2Z Dota playing aggressively again. Can use his Ion Shell, go back into, possibly finishing off SB, is going to get stunned, and SB going to get out of there safely. Now the slows from YKK. And they don't have lockdown other than those slows to make this work. I would like to see Abaddon use his Apothic Shield a little bit more aggressively. They are at the place where they can start to dive these towers. Bristleback picking up 1 level of Bristleback. Centaur Warrunner is going to finish off the Vengeful Spirit top. Great job by Mogul. And that's going to set him ahead there on the off lane. Pudge rotating top. Going to be seeing if he could find a hook there. And does have level 3 hook. We can see does have the room potentially to get either Timble or Stannon absolutely. But carry me, please. Waiting patiently for that perfect opportunity, making sure he doesn't waste the mana. Although he does have Arcane Boots as well as a bottle. Oh no, the zone in top. He's quickly losing his opportunity here. Is he going to go for this? No. He's going to back off, realizing things a little bit too dangerous with Dark Knight. Don't want round 2. What happened before? There's the Stormhammer. He waited too long. Now Mogul can't touch this. Gonna have this chain stuns going against him. And there's the Arcane Bolt gonna finish him off. Is Pudge gonna go for the kill? There we go. Going back in to clean up and does manage to finish off the Skywrath Mage. Pudge now picking up the double damage rune, and he doesn't have very much vision here on mid, but he will go behind. No, not behind, pardon me. Oh, he will tank a little bit from the shockwave thrown out by Magnus. Apothic's shield, pardon me, Mistcoil gonna heal Pudge up a little bit. Pudge not gonna be too aggressive yet against this Magnus. Magnus does have RP at the moment. Not quite enough mana anymore, just using his shockwave to get some of those last hits. But 7.5 minutes into the game, and we have seen 7 kills. So some good action coming out so far. Mogul Can't Touch This is doing decent in his lane at the moment. We should be seeing that Ring of Health pick up from him fairly soon. Then he'll be transitioning to his Blink Dagger one more time. This aggressive lane had a hard time at the start. They did, the Radiant team was able to get a ward earlier on here that stopped any stack and pulls, keeping Mogul Can't Touch This safe. Really like that play by Mogul. So what's tough here for the Radiant team is they do have to deal with the RP, and RP, of course, does go through BKB. One of the strongest stuns in the game for that reason alone. And these team fights are going to be dependent on Mogul Can't Touch This, jumping in with a Hoof Stomp, probably going to be Apothic's shield. Slardar as well going to be able to be very aggressive. Bristleback can be very aggressive. They have so many melees. In fact, everybody's a melee. Wow. Everybody's a melee. Gonna Stampede. Didn't want to get chain stun there, so Mogul Can't Touch This. Gonna stay alive. The Dire. Gonna ward up here. Not sure I totally understand that ward, but it is gonna give him a vision advantage up there. Is Pudge going to go on Kyoto here? Now, Pudge definitely can hook him with the range. Oh my goodness, Pudge. Oh my goodness, Pudge. There we go. Does land the hook. And the Rot Dismember, oh man. He was able to skewer out of there just in time, it looked like. Pudge walking back in, wanting to man it. There we go. The Dismember is going to land the hook to finish off that kill. Good job by Pudge, although getting fairly low. Abaddon going to note that Pudge does have the double damage room available to him. He's going to pop that, healing him back up. And are we going to see a rotation top? No, he's just going to use it to go back into his own lane and get some more farm. How are things going bottom? P2Z Dota, level 8, 10 minutes into the game. Picked up his soul rank, so he's going to continue to spam his Ion Shell. I really like this composition from the Dire team. I think that they have by far the advantage during these team fights. Of course, like any other situation, it's going to come down to the mechanics. But I really think that the Dire can do that. We've seen some good communication before from them and some excellent players on their team, so we'll see if they can make this work. So the ping's coming off from Pudge saying P2Z Dota is in the jungle, and the rotation on him is not going to happen. Some pulling there from YKK. Great job, does the double pull. Creating some safe space for Leader to get some last hits. Shockwave doing a little harass on an Inu Rekka. Okay, so top, are we going to see some more aggressive play? It looks like the Pudge has come up here, but look, here we go. The Dire rotating 4 up. They do have the aggressive. stun, the aggressive chain stuns available. Now, are they just going to jump in at the same time to make this work? Magnus does not have his Blink Dagger yet, so we aren't going to see some Blink Dagger RP. Of course, though, has the Shockwave and the Skewer available to him, which we'll see him spam a little bit. Pudge going to be picking up that rune. And hold on, is he going to open up? The hook going to connect. He doesn't have any support from his team. RP, however, just going to try and stay safe from that. Oh, the Dismember. The RP is wasted, unfortunately, and he's going to end up falling. Another great job by Pudge. Pudge doing great. 6 levels in Flesh Heap right now. 6 points in Flesh Heap, rather. The slows on P2Z Dota there. They were hoping to get him. A little bit of a Pudge attempt there. Blind hook. Did not land, however, on P2Z. So 12 minutes in, and Sven has his Midas. That's a late Midas timing, but better sometime than never. And SB is doing quite well farming up bottom. He does have 49 last hits right now, 3 denies. But so does the Darkseer. Darkseer doing great for farm at the moment. Is going to be second on the net worth charts. Dark Knight in pretty aggressive position here. Leader trying to get his Blink Dagger as soon as possible. There we go. There's Pudge grabbing his Blink. And the Dire running into the Radiant's jungle, looking for an opportunity. Again, these are only melee heroes, so they're relying on those right clicks. And P2Z Dota running in. There we go. There's the Skewer. They're trying to get the hit on Leader. Now Bristleback's running in, getting some slow. They're going on Kyoto. P2Z Dota not getting any ion damage. There we go. There's the Wall of Replica. And also the Mystic Flare was used by Skywrath Mage. Mistcoil was used aggressively against Dark Knight there. Nobody is going to fall quite yet. Darkseer rather, able to run back, use his speed ability. Wall of Replica used at kind of an awkward time there. Wasn't connecting with anything. There we go, Leader. Ion Shell. The damage is going to go on him. Oh, there we go. The Skewer going to take the Shockwave rather going to take him down. And the Apothec Shield could only do so much. Now P2Z Dota running in. They're giving a bat on that health. Wow. P2Z Dota now backing off, realizing, ooh, that's not what he meant to do. Looks like the Dire as well as the Radiant both walk away with that fight with 1 kill picked up. We do have a net gold change of 460, or pardon me, about 600 for the Dire team, and an XP change of 948. I believe that was including both kills. Not 100% sure. So the Dire coming on top there. Magnus does have RP up now. And just about Blink Dagger, going to want to farm that up as soon as possible. This is definitely going to be a game of blinks. P2Z Dota, look at this. He's going to get caught out position. Pudge very aggressively positioned. And a Dark Knight did not have enough for a Magic Missile. Couldn't make that happen. Arcane Bolt is going to get spammed on Pudge, but Pudge now just blinking away safely. Apothec Shield, there we go. Kyoto opening up with an RP. Concussive Shot to follow it up. The slows are going to be used. The Arcane Bolt to follow it up. Kyoto still does not have his Blink Dagger. He's not going to be able to shift in and out of position. Instead, YKK running in. Going to get the slow on Kyoto. YKK is going to get really low here. YKK. Oh my goodness, Kyoto going to be falling from the Mistcoil. Stormhammer used to finish off the Bristleback. Dark Knight running in. Oh, pardon. Yeah. And the Magic Missile. He needs to be walking a little bit more aggressively towards him. The swap's going to be used, and they take the kill. 2 and 2 again. The Dire and the Radiant continue to just trade hits. In my opinion, the Dire don't have to be trading as much as they are. They do have the stronger presence during these team fights. Just the way things have been going, though, the juking coming from the Radiant team has allowed them to just trade off evenly. Is Pudge going to be able to get a hook off here on Venge? Or P2Z Dota for that matter. Does have his Dismember up. Is he going to get the hook here? Does he have the window still? Oh, instead, going to walk right into a Magic Missile. Pudge going to deny himself successfully. Great job by Pudge. Dark Knight going to barely miss a Wall of Replica there. They really committed a lot. YKK taking Abaddon taking the kill there. Getting the slows on P2Z Dota. Going to fall back and find the safety of his own tower, however. Still going to be slowed. Ion Shell going to be still on him. In the meantime, Skywrath Skywrath Mage going to finish off Mogul Can't Touch This. And Mogul Can't Touch This. Things have been turning around in that lane. He hasn't been able to stay alive as easy as he could have before. So right now, let's take a look at the net worth chart. 2,000 net worth. Oh, hold on. That was a nice slithering crush on Kyoto. Kyoto, however, is going to skewer in, and in my opinion, skewered at the wrong time. Didn't skewer defensively, but instead just moved him. And, ouch, got the slow, but couldn't move out of there himself, so he was going to fall. And Pudge showed up at the last second, making sure that that kill was secured. Okay, so even though the Magnus RP is there on the Dire team right now, they really need to have some BKBs on the Radiant. Slar are going to be jumping in with a blink, with a slithering crush. I think that he should be holding on to a BKB. He's going to be a main initiator. Centaur Warrunner, of course, will also be a main initiator. Going for his cloak. So we're likely going to be seeing a Hood of Defiance play. Pudge right now leading the net worth chart with 6.3k net worth. And going to pick up a smoke as well, obviously looking for some ganks. Okay, here bottom. P2Z Dota getting really low there. He's going to find safety potentially. Hoofstomp going on Timble 2. Good job from Mogul. Can't touch this. Blinking in now. The Rod, are they going to finish off P2Z Dota? They will find the kill. Timble 2 is going to storm out of there. And there's the hook. That's only going to keep him so safe. And Abaddon going to take the kill there with a Mist Coil. Duck Guy, do you think that Bristleback is the best hero? You know what? When I was first trying out Bristleback, I might have agreed. But I don't think that he can have... I don't think he has a lot of presence. Same thing with Abaddon. I don't think he has a lot of presence. Okay, here we go. Dismember going to be used. RP, skewer back. And Kyoto doesn't have... Oh, they don't have the DPS here to do anything, though. Kyoto can end up falling. And Mogul can't touch this. Gonna right-click Dark Knight down. YKK getting some great slows off to zone in from the Dire team, but P2Z Dota, he himself now... Oh, getting actually a decent wall of replica there. But I don't think necessarily they have to go back. No, the blink in from Leader. P2Z Dota is going to take a stun to the face. His slithering crush. However, Pudge will end up missing that hook. Look at this. They're going to have no problem at all taking this tier 1. Timble 2 is back, however. Going to use Unholy Rage. Has the opportunity for Stormhammer still. Where is it? There's Abaddon. Abaddon has borrowed time down. He could have potentially got a kill on it. P2Z Dota going for a vacuum, but they need to line this up with the Skywrath Mage ult. P2Z Dota could end up falling here. Oh no, the Skywrath Mage ult coming too late. It wasn't in combination with... Oh man. Look at this. The Radiant team pretty much all getting out of here. The Skywrath Mage wasn't able to line things up with the vacuum. And the Dire team taking it hard. They have the teamfight advantage, but we haven't seen things line up. Just some late zone-ins from the rest of the team. I think part of that is the TP scrolls have not been carried by everyone, so there couldn't be a quick turnaround as soon as a tower needed to be defended. Things could look really good right now for the Dire team, with a combination of Darkseer running in, getting a vacuum off, Stormhammer follow-up, and Skywrath Mage ult. I'd really like to see that, even in an RP. They need to be working together here for this to work. And so far, things have not been looking good. Okay, I like that Duck Guy. So Duck Guy saying, build Bristleback as a semi-carry, don't go defensive, build a Mjolnir on him, and he's pretty fun. Yeah, that does sound good. I'd like to try that. Pudge gonna pick up a bounty rune. Gonna fill up his bottle charges as well. And still deciding what he's gonna go for next. 2,700 bucks in the bank. Dire still have the opportunity to come back from this. It's really just one team fight away here from swinging back. Pudge does have the highest amount of farm here, but Sven isn't far behind. Pudge just missing a hook. We'll see if they can turn this around here. They definitely have the potential. Sven going for his BKB will have the recipe now. So here's their opportunity to defend the top tower. Here's their opportunity. Are we going to see the team play that needs to happen? There we go. The Radiant know. The Radiant know what's going on here. They realize that they could very easily lose out. The smoke. Oh, they're hoping for a combination, but Radiant has already retreated. Instead, we're likely going to see them see that they're not there and just push for that top tower. Makes sense now that they are all there. This track is so sick. Oh, I'm feeling it so much, you guys. I have to say, this doesn't get old at all. I absolutely love casting. Oh man, this is the life. Okay, Dark Knight gonna run in. Magic Missile and into. It's Kyoto, nice job. Oh, he's gonna proc border time, gonna skewer back. Stampede, gonna be successful. Oh, a Stormhammer. Oh, there we go, and the hook is gonna take out the Abaddon. Oh, pardon me. No, Magnus going to take out the Beyond. The Pudge going to take out the Magnus in response. The Crimson Guard going to get a pop. Timble 2 is still going to fall. YKK feeling a little bit silly here. Not sure what to do. It looks like he's just going to run back. Arcane Bolt and Magic Missile going to be used. But where's the follow-up there? Where's the follow-up? They're going to decide to be a little bit defensive instead. Pudge walking back into this one. Blink is going to be up. Where's he going to go? He does have Dismember up in 2 seconds.
Exclusive. Monster Cat.
Okay, so let's look at some items here. Centaur Warrunner picking up his Hood of Defiance. Slardart right now with his Sanj, likely going for Sanj and Yasha, trying to get some maims during these team fights. Oh, Pudge. Oh, did you see that? Got the hook on Dark Knight, but knew that things were a little dangerous. Blinked away. He has his blink up right now. Oh, pardon me. No, he doesn't. He does not have his blink up. Gonna get swapped. They're gonna go for the kill here. And they might find it as well. Standing absolutely needing to back off. He ends up falling. Kyoto? Oh my goodness. Gets denied. And the ping's coming off. Oh dear. Oh dear. Feeling really silly about that. I believe that Magnus had his shockwave up. He could have got the kill. In fact, a right click could have done it. A skewer. A shockwave. Anything could have helped there. But it did not work out for him. Meanwhile, top. Okay, so Timble 2 has now taken the lead in net worth. And it's going to go head-to-head with Leader. Slithering Crush, such a long stun. Unholy Rage, look at that. He's still going to fall, though. Leader, head-to-head with him, is going to take him down. And I believe that he got a maim there, and that's what really helped him out. Dark Knight storming towards him. Doesn't have any support right now, but has enough for a Magic Missile. Needs to have some support. Kyoto does not have a blink, does not have TP, but they are walking towards there. Dark Seer with the Crimson Guard, ready to tank something. Okay, Blinken missing the Slithering Crush. Dark Knight. YKK right now has his Vanguard, Ring of Bassi, and Ring of Health. And here we go. The Dire team is here. Are we going to see any opens up? The Radiant wanting to defend here, realizing that they have an aggressive combination. The Dire, okay, so we can see that there's some kind of communication going on here, so that's good. They're realizing that they need to go together if this is going to work at all. Oh, Kyoto, guys, it's time. Are we going to see an RP? Oh, didn't even go for it. Magnus still fell. Dark Knight had to use swap as well. And now they're on the run. Can't stand an absolutely... What? Oh, okay, yeah. Only minimal damage there done with the Mystic Flare. Skywrath going to end up falling. And Wall of Replica going to be used. Borrow Time going to be procced on Inureka. Timble popping his BKB, hoping for some damage there on either Leader or Pudge, but not going to find it. Mogul can't touch this. Nice job canceling his hoof stomp there. Still doesn't have a Blink Dagger. Didn't go for that. And ouch! Dire team not able to set up on that team fight either. We see a gold exchange, a net gold exchange of around 2,500, an XP change of 3,500. And here Pudge looking for a hook, probably hoping to get the Timble 2. And the Dire are all back. We don't have all the ultimates up, but they are ready to go here. Stormhammer is up, and that's all they need to really make this team fight work. Unholy Rage would be nice to have him, so that they would have some extra damage for the team during this next fight. They finally are going to take this. Moko can't touch his, not wanting to go into that. Definitely a safe idea. P2Z Zoda is going to spot him out, though. There we go, the chain stuns. Oh, they're committing everything to this. Look at this. They do get the kill, and they're really wanting kills. Wow. They committed the RP, and no, they didn't use the swap. They used the RP. Did not want him going anywhere. Darkseer doing a good job there. Was able to deny his tier 1 tower. Inureka getting a little closer to the fight there. Does have borrowed time, but doesn't have the support of his team at the moment. So not wanting to go aggressive yet. 25-15 for the Radiant team so far. They've been playing the stronger game. They haven't gone head-to-head with a lot of great stacks from the abilities of the Dire team yet. They've done their best to make it work, but they just have not had those perfect stacks that we see in the Pro League. So XP right now taken off close to 12,000 on the Radiant team. And gold right now is at an advantage of 5,000 for the Radiant team as well. Unholy Rage, or pardon me, Warcry going to be used, but Leader just going to blink back and stay safe. Picking up a Heaven's Halberd there. Very, very effective against the Sven. So Sven right now doesn't have a lot of armor. As we can see, the plate mail here is going to be going for an Assault Cures, but at the moment doesn't have a lot of armor. Has just 9 armor at the moment, and so is fairly squishy. He just has the right clicks to offer during these team fights, and Slardar very wisely wants to stop his ability during the team fight. So we'll see that Heaven's Halberd used constantly. Kyoto gonna get hooked. Great job from Pudge, and Magnus just gonna melt. Mogul can't touch this, doesn't even need to use his hoof stomp. And Eureka now gonna be picking up the haste rune. And the question is whether or not he's gonna do anything with it. P2Z Dota could be in trouble here. Apothic Shield gonna be used by Inureka, right? There's the Iron Shell. Oh no, where's the Apothic Shield? Apothic Shield can be used, but he doesn't even bother using it. Instead, the Vengeful Spirit is going to fall to the Bristleback. And Magnus is going to be down for another 17 seconds. Again, they're not going to have the full team potential here. P2C Dota, are we going to see an opening up with a vacuum? No, instead we're just going to see the Arcane Bolt concussive shot. No opening with a vacuum. Timble 2 does have his Unholy Rage, or he's got his God Strength up. Pudge looking for a hook to change the odds of this fight right now. There's so much tank on the Radiant team. They're just going to continue to press up against this tower. Inureka now. Is he going to go head first? Going to take a little bit of harass. Borrow time is still up. The Pudge hook just missing there on Dark Knight, getting a little lucky. In Eureka, board time is up. They try to commit here. Board time is used. Oh my goodness. And there we go. There's the combination. But was it enough? The Dire team is able. Oh, look at this. They do make it work. The Radiant team dropping like flies. YKK, they do get the stun on it. This is exactly what they needed. The Crimson Guard is going to be popped. There's the follow-up magic missile. This is the combination that they need. That feels about right. It's time to go back to the base. They got 4 down. What a great play. What a great comeback from the Dire team. Oh, guys, that's why we play Dota. That's why we play Dota. That is a net gold change of about 5,000 towards the Dire team. A net XP change of 8,200. Wow, what a swing. Great job by them. They don't bother to go back to the base. They're just going to push that tier 2 tower. Pudge getting the hook on P2Z, but Dark Knight, great job getting a nice magic missile stun. And now Timble 2's in here. He has a Stormhammer follow-up. This could be a full team wipe here. And the right click's coming off. Oh, they do get the swap. Abaddon just choosing to back off now. It was the Vengeful Spirit that did fall, but they get the Pudge. That's really important. And they feel real good about that. XP, look at the swing down, guys. Back down to nearly 6,000. No longer completely out of control from the Radiant team. And gold, getting closer to that 0 mark. Back to about 2,500 gold advantage. And that's going to be good. That's going to be real nice for some items. Darkseer holding on to 2,500 gold at the moment. The Crimson Guard and the Hooded Defiance. Skywrath Mage picking up a Rod of Atos, so going for that extra slow. Man, they are just a stun machine. A stun machine during this game. SB Leader losing some of that gold during the last team fight, still just holding on to Heaven's Halberd. $1,000 in the bank. Wow, what a beautiful team fight. Okay, so what is next? What is it that the Dire need to do? Well, they need to pull off another one of those team fights.
Monster Cat.
Here we go. In Eureka, going to open up. Are we going to see an Apothic Shield? Miss Coil is up one more time. Timble 2 doesn't want to go into that and just going to use Stormhammer to get the stun off. Dark Knight getting pretty close to him there. And SB Leader does have a Blink Slithering Crush available to him. But now Timble 2 has Stormhammer up again. There we go. Going for the Slithering Crush. Does manage to get it on Dark Knight. He needs to pull back though. Magic Missile. And Stampede going to get used. Yes, he does get the kill. P2Z Dota getting that last little bit of damage there. Okay, there's the swap. And Mogul can't touch this. Does go for an RP. Pudge, the Mystic Flare on Pudge, not doing very much damage at all. Standing absolutely taking so much. YKK, on the other hand, is not looking so good. Crimson Guard can be used on the Dire team. And a couple more shots from the Ion Shell is also going to take P2Z Dota his speed. And are they going to get YKK here? YKK not taking much damage at all because of the Bristleback. P2Z Dota needing to increase his speed to make this work. In the meantime, the Dire team losing some important members to their team, getting hooked. They're not going to find the end of that kill. P2Z Dota just going to run out of there. Timble 2 turning around and hoping to finish off in Eureka before Hook. Timble 2, is he going to make it out of here? Oh, the mechanism. Going to keep in Eureka and Pudge feeling good. Timble 2 is really hoping for the finish off on Rekka before Borrowed Time was up again, but wasn't going to find it. Hey, Duck, could you do me a favor and post what you said into the chat? I'm just not able to tap out right now, unless it was private. If it's something I need to work on, don't worry about embarrassing me or anything like that. I appreciate it if that's the case, but go ahead and post it. I probably miscalled something. In which case, we can all be enlightened. Okay, so the Dire tried to make things happen again there, but couldn't make it work that time. The Radiant, very aware of the team potential, and so we see some more splitting up happening. Trying to get some pickoffs rather than just everybody running in, thinking that they're extremely taking. The hook gonna land on Dark Knight. Great job by Pudge. And he's going to have 24 points into Flesh Heap right now, getting very tanky. 3,500 health right now. Yeah, Duck Guy, that's a good question. Oh, there we go. Slithering Crush, blink in on Stannon, absolutely. Oh, the right-click damage, huge. Stannon wasn't going anywhere. All right, let's take a look at what Duck said here. He says, the fight recap just shows how much gold each team won and lost. I don't know if it's different. It seems a little confusing, though, why they would show the negative and the positive. Because if it's a net change... Like, do you know what I mean by net change? Because I think that's what's important. It's not necessarily that, you know, if one team had minus 1,000 and the other team had plus 1,000, it's not, you know, the one team's getting 2,000 gold. It is, however, a net change. So I think that is worth mentioning because that is how it is going to be reflected on the gold charts, the net worth graphs. Do you find it confusing when I say the net gold change and the net XP change, and then I come up with a different number than what's on the gold recap? Let me know. Okay, so there we go. Timble 2 and in Dark Knight not getting quite a chain stun. Are they still going to get the kill here? They might still find the kill. Timble 2 will have his Stormhammer up again in just a moment. Yes, Bro Time does get procced. And I think they will find it. There's Stormhammer used. So Apothic Shield. Wow, this is keeping him alive so long. Pudge gonna run in and get the hook on P2Z Dota. In the meantime, Ion Shell doing huge amounts of damage. Inureka did not have his board time up anymore. He will fall. Stormhammer going on YKK, BKB, and Pipe of Insight gonna be popped on the Dire team. BKB just on Timble 2. Nice Mystic Flare. Later is gonna fall. Will YKK fall next? Yes, he will. Now Timble 2 up to Pudge. That might have been a mistake going for that hook. Timble 2 getting some nice right clicks down on him, and Sven does have. Oh, there we go. God's Strength is down, but they do manage to get the kill on Pudge again. A great job by Dire. They're making this comeback. Now they're going to push towards the tier 2 with all 4 down. Possibly even getting a tier 3 here, depending on what they want to do. Centaur Warrunner is back towards the tier 2 tower. And is he going to blink in and go for a hoof stomp? I don't think he should. He's just going to watch his tower fall. I'm sorry, Centaur. Sorry, Mogul, not this time, my friend. Mogul drawing back some of those creep waves. Some of the creeps in the creep wave. Okay, the creeps are spawning here, but not doing too much. They do looks like they will very safely get that tier 3 and possibly a set of racks. Yes, look at the melee racks. Be absolutely melted. Timble 2, this is the strength of the Sven. And Sven right now leading the net worth chart. We can see he has an Assault Cuirass. When the Assault Cuirass came out on the Dire team, things really changed here. So much more armor. Are they going to consider Roshan now? Yes, they will. They do not have the Sentry Wards, but of course, they realize that the Radiant team won't be too close, especially from that last team fight. All right, so Assault Cuirass really helping out against this Roshan at the moment. Timble 2 is going to get stunned. The Radiant going to jump in. The smoke is going to be here. They could potentially get this actually away. Roshan's not taken. The silence going down, preventing any hoof stomp opening. But there's the wall of replicas. So much damage. Great job from the Dire. Now the Crimson Guard going to be popped. YKK trying to run out of there. The Slardar going to fall first. The Centaur Warrunner, going to fall first. The Magic Missile. They managed to get YKK. They could clean up with another kill here. The silence now. Oh, there we go. Able to get 4 down. And they're going to walk back, take out Roshan. They have made a comeback, guys. Timble 2 going to pick up the Aegis. They're going to go back, possibly go for a tier 2 and a tier 3 tower if they want to focus bottom. They will focus on bottom. P2Z Dota will have an excellent advantage here pushing. Not much mana, but that's going to come back soon enough with the Soul Ring available to P2Z. Pudge is going to be down for 49 seconds. Nobody has buyback. And they just don't have the return damage right now to defend against the towers. Radiant was looking strong at the beginning, but Dire team really come online right now. Mogul can't touch this, blinking and getting a nice... Yeah, great job there. But the swap going to keep him safe. Mogul can't touch this, going to get silenced now. Timble 2, he's back in. There we go, the skewer. The skewer's going to bring Mogul can't touch this into the heat of the battle. Stampede to stay away and stay safe. Magic Missile going to get popped on Inureka. And also, Timble 2 going to fall. He's going to be in the middle of this team fight. Aegis is going to be popped. Who's going to be the new focus? Mogul can't touch this. Has Hoopsop down for another few seconds. And he's going to get storm hammered. Mogul just needs one more right click to make this work. He's not going to get in there fast enough. BKB is going to be popped by Timble, but it's too soon. Too late, rather. And Timble's going to end up falling. And the Radiant have a successful defend. In fact, they're feeling so good. Slithering Crush is going to be blinked in. They're trying to finish off KS absolutely. Heaven's Halberd going to be used. Are they going to be able to finish him fast enough? Yes, they do. Great defend. Wonderful defend there from Radiant team. So the fight recap we can see. The gold change for the Radiant team is 2,400. And the Radiant team, or the Dire team rather, has a change of minus 1,600. XP change of 7,000 for the Radiant team. So Duck Guy, have I been subtracting? Or adding when I should be subtracting? Okay, so net worth is still on top for this Fen right now, 17.8k, even though they were able to get him during that last team fight. Okay, Dark Knight getting a swap off, trying to commit on the Mogul can't touch this. And Kyoto is here. Is he going to skewer in? Mogul is going to pop his blade mail, so it's not going to happen right away. That Crimson Guard helping so much during these team fights. Great pickup on the Dire tier, on the Dark tier. Look how tanky this Pudge is right now. Has 3,700 health. He too picking up an Assault Cuirass. And that's going to be really important to stay tanky against the Dire team. Oh, really? Duck Guy. Okay, so I think I had that wrong. Okay, we could be seeing a big team fight here. Pudge, we can see, is looking for pickoffs. SB leader positioning himself to get a blink in Slithering Crush, but decides to play defensively. Now, they need to be fairly close for this Assault Cuirass to take effect. Big pickup on the Pudge. Is he going to be able to put it to good use? Kyoto does have Blink RP up. They're waiting for an opportunity for Darkseer to get a good vacuum. Mystic Coil. Mystic Flare, pardon me, RP. They start off with a swap. I really hope they don't commit everything onto this Mogul. Can't touch this. Here it is. Oh, the Mystic Flare manages to connect on 3. Also, that's going to be the first kill. Centaur, Warrunner, Bristleback going to be the second Pudge. Going to be the third. There goes a huge amount of tank for the Radiant team. They're going to continue pushing up now. And Timble 2 does not have any Blink Dagger. Is he going to be able to catch up enough to land one of the Storm Hammers on Leader Eureka? I don't think he will. Instead, they're just going to continue up the push. They're not even going to go for this tier 2. No, they're just going to go straight for the... Are they going to go straight for the throne here? Well, the creeps are going to certainly go for that. They might go straight for the throne here. Timble 2. Just going to right-click it down. There we go. The glyph is used. Stormhammer going to be used on Inureka. Slithering Crush going to take out Dark Knight for the moment. Timble 2 losing so much armor here. He actually might fall. The Skewer and Borrowed Time is going to be used. Kyoto does have his RP down. Yes, Shiva is up. Hasn't used it quite yet. P2D's Dota got a nice vacuum there in on Leader. Now, what are they going to be able to do? Are we going to see a follow-up? Oh, the Mystic Flare. Doing huge amounts to Leader will take him out. They take down one during that fight. They keep up the aggression. Oh, a little bit of an awkward Shiva's guard timing that time. But they're going to work on the tier 2. I don't think that they should have been pushing down here. I think that they should be focusing on the second set of racks that they're close to, just working on the tier 3. P2Z Dota versus YKK. YKK coming back with some slows. Is going to get silenced and walks back. Doesn't want to get too aggressive there. Pudge with 3,700 health gets a nice dismember rod on Stan absolutely the hook to take the kill. And now forcing the Dire team back into a retreat. Timble 2 extremely important during these fights. And with him down, it's going to be tough to continue the aggression. Yeah, Dire really, I agree, Duck Guy. Dire has done a wonderful job bringing this game back. Wonderful job bringing this back. The Assault Curious was such an important pickup. Mechanism just about finished on the Vengeful Spirit. Crimson Guard really helping out the team this time. P2Z Dota doing a wonderful job as a semi-support offlaner. Blink in for Mogul. They do get the wrap on P2Z Dota. YKK, Apothic Shield. Are they continue pursuing? And they're a little bit afraid, realizing that Sven is up. They don't want to go too far into base. And there is Sven waiting for a good Stormhammer on the team. And all it's going to take is a nice swap from Vengeful Spirit, which is up, by the way. The swap, huge swap. There we go on Pudge. And here it comes, a nice vacuum full of the Wall of Replica. And while Ueka is going to use his borrowed time, all the DPS. Wow. Wow. Sven taking down a bat in there so fast. And that was most certainly a huge crit that we just saw. Timble 2 is so online at the moment. Can absolutely wreck during these team fights. YKK, is he going to get spotted? Nope, not even wanting to take the risk. He's just going to go back to his top lane. Dark Knight going to put up some aggressive wards so they can see what's going on. They want to take out anybody that's jungling. They're feeling so aggressive now with this Sven totally online. BKB is up. He's used all of his charges for his BKB, just sitting at 5 seconds per BKB use now. And he's going to go on it. Here we go. He's feeling that good. He's going to go on leader. Now backing off a little bit. Oh, the Slithering Crush is going to land. But Mystic Flare going to pull him, going to stop leader from wanting to go in any further. The Stampede to keep them safe. Moko can't touch this, though, is manning it in. And I think that he was hoping for a Stampede to become aggressive instead of defensive. Timble getting really close, having his armor reduced. Swap in on Mogul now. There we go. The Chain Stun, Magic Missile, Stormhammer. He's going to end up falling. Another... Is that another swap? No, that was a blink. Centaur, big buyback. Realizing it's now or never. They have to defend this second set of racks. Bottom that is in grave danger. They don't want Timble 2 to get close to it. P2Z Dota getting locked down for a moment there. Getting the slows on, but his speed is really helping him out. Ion Shell as well. There we go. Blinking out to safety. And also Timble 2 making it back to... No, never mind. That was Skywrath. Timble 2 just continuing to farm up in the meantime, going for his heart. There we go. The GG heart. Nice swap from Dark Knight. Okay, Pudge is going to be here. Oh, missing the skewer. Dismember is going to be used on Dark Knight. And now the silence. Where's the chain stuns? Standing absolutely. There we go. Mystic Flare doing lots of damage to Pudge. And Dark Knight running in. Skywrath taking the last hit for the kill. Oh man, this is so neck and neck during this game. So Sven right now is finding a little bit of difficulty with the length of his BKB charge, not as effective. And I think that the Radiant team is going to want to bait that out a bit. Oh, Mogul can't touch this. Look at the right-click damage. And that might have been a crit to open that up. Mogul can't touch this, was in such an aggressive position. Timble going to pop his BKB again. You know, he doesn't have much support right now, but look how much damage he's doing. The Slithering Crush gonna keep leaders safe here. The YKK taking a huge crits. Oh my goodness! Look at Slardar and Bristleback both taking a crit, and the Cleave Inireka gonna take some of that health back. He's the last one on his team. This could be a full team wipe. The silence is going off. I don't see how he's gonna get out of this one. And where's the concussive shot? There we go. Skywrath Mage gonna take him out. 5 down, guys. Beautiful comeback from the Dire team during this game. XP change of 7,800 on the Dire team. And the Dire getting 2,800 gold as well. Well, it should be pretty safe to say that they can actually throw in this time. They don't need to focus on just going for the racks anymore. And there we go. There comes down the Ancient. Timble 2 doing so much damage to it. And that's going to be GG. They're going for a swap. They want to get this last minute. They're feeling so good. Wall of Replica is used. Oh, look at that. And was it actually 2 walls of Replica being used? Unbelievable. Pudge gonna keep himself safe. Gonna... Oh, this cure out. However, they really want this kill. Pudge sitting. Yeah, he's gonna die. I think he had 4k health. Oh, what a good game. Must feel good. Wow. Unbelievable. The comebacks during the game were just an absolute pleasure to watch. So, you know, the first couple major team fights, the Dire did not make things work. They went in one by one, weren't able to get the combinations with the Vacuum, the RP, and the Skywrath Mage ult. You know what? Towards the end of the game, they didn't make that happen too many times either, but they were able to stack enough of those to make it really work and do huge amounts of damage. So a big part of what made that work was the Timble 2 playing the Sven, getting farmed, getting the Assault Cure. So we can see he ended there with the Satanic. Had some great crits during the end, and even the tankiest heroes couldn't stand up to the Sven. Wow. Okay, guys. Well, that's going to be it for that game. I'm not sure if we're going to be going into a lobby game.